Empire Strikes Back, a little bit of steel art. This large canvas of Darth Vader and his stormtroopers. It's like a war propaganda poster. I don't know what it's supposed to say here or there, but I just thought it was really cool. And it was Mr. Mike Trout. You might have seen before. And here is Grogu and the Mandalorian. There's me and my girlfriend. But yeah, I just thought I'd quickly show you. Obviously, I have a few film, TV inspired things in my room. Let's make it a little darker in here. So I'm just gonna make a few sounds and go through some of my favourite TV shows and films with you guys. So let me just find. Got a little box of matches here. I'm gonna make a few sounds with. And I just want to start the video by saying thank you to username 96. They commented on my video, which now has over 1,000 views, by the way. Insane. We broke 1,000 views on a video. And they said maybe do a video on my top 10 most liked TV shows and films. And I thought about, well, I tried to make a list on my favourite films and TV shows, but it's impossible. Like, it changes all the time, so I thought I'll just do a video on what my favourite films and TV shows are right now and just talk about them. So let's start with some TV shows first. So right now, I'd say my number one TV show is probably Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones I love so much. Like, I think I've seen it 3, maybe 4 times. I'm watching it again right now with my girlfriend. She's never seen it. We just watched The Reigns of Castamere, the Red Wedding episode. Oh my god, to watch that with someone who has never seen it before. I'll try and keep this video spoiler free. Just to let you know, just a preference at first. But to watch that with her, someone who's never seen it before, is just insane. But yeah, that show just encapsulated my love of fantasy in a TV show really well, because I just think it's so good. The amount of characters that have so many stories that just eventually intertwine. I think when I look at the amount of enjoyment I've had from something is a good way of saying how much you liked it. And I had, 7 seasons of joy. The 8th season had its parts. It didn't end so well. But if I think about how much I enjoyed it, I damn well enjoyed it, and I just think it's great. So Game of Thrones is probably my number one TV show. And that fantasy element moves swiftly into my favourite films. Now my number one is 3 films. You probably know what I'm about to say if you've seen some of my previous videos. And that would be Lord of the Rings. So I watched them when I was a little kid, and I can't lie, I think I got to the bit where Bilbo reaches for the ring and goes and pulls that face, and it really scared me as a kid, and I told my dad to turn it off, and I couldn't remember it. must have been very, very young. So I'm 24, soon to be 25. They came out, what, 2000, yeah, so 2001, around that time. I was, very young, so I watched them a bit later, and I was scared by that, so I never got around to watching them again until I must have been, I don't know, 15, 16, and then I was like, wow, yeah, I fell in love with fantasy at that point, or just Lord of the Rings. So that's, I think, why I like, when fantasy is done well, it's just like, you feel so immersed into that world. So that's probably my favourite TV show, Game of Thrones. My favourite films are Lord of the Rings. We'll go back to TV show. Probably my second favourite TV show is Breaking Bad. So Breaking Bad, starring Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul, and many more talented actors and actresses. You guys obviously probably know about it, but it is a science teacher who gets diagnosed with life-threatening cancer decides to break bad, i.e. cook a load of meth and make some money for his family. And the TV show just unravels into this chaos, and it's just so good. Like, I've seen that show 5 times, at least 5 times. I remember every time I go to rewatch it, I don't intentionally start it again. I think one time I was on holiday and I had no Wi-Fi in the villa, so when I went to the bars, I downloaded like an episode on Netflix on my phone of Breaking Bad, one of the earlier ones. Watched it in bed that night to go sleep to, and then I was like, I'm gonna have to watch this again, and this next episode. So I probably haven't watched it from the start every time, but I've just picked it up where I've just started a random episode. It's such a good show. I absolutely love it. Also, guys, if ever you have any video ideas moving forward, just put them forward in the comments. Like this one, I wasn't even asking for a video idea, but I saw it and just thought, yeah, that's one I can definitely do. Also, I got a question actually asking if I might buy a mic soon, and I definitely intend on doing that. It's my birthday next month, and I think I'll probably invest in a mic soon, so that's a little bit down the line, but I do want to do that because I can see obvious channel growth right now. It's coming along really well, and I want to keep putting videos out and improving the quality as I go. I've just been trying to save a little bit recently, and some months have been a little bit expensive here and there, but I'm going to make the investment soon. I think it would be very worthwhile. So, other films that I really enjoy. Prisoners. I've not seen it in a while. I need to rewatch it. Prisoners, starring Hugh Jackman, who recently did Deadpool Wolverine, which, by the way, is a great film. Solid 8 out of 10. Like, it is top tier. It's really good. I loved it. It's hilarious. But yeah, Hugh Jackman stars in Prisoners alongside Jake Gyllenhaal, who is also one of my favourite actors. And it's quite a thriller. It's quite dark, about I think some children go missing. Hugh Jackman's the father of one of the children, and Jake Gyllenhaal is the detective working the case. And it's really dark, but it showcases some great quality acting and a really tense as you see the storyline. So that's up there with my favourite films. Another favourite film of mine is Gangs of New York. Gangs of New York with an insane cast. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio, it's got Daniel Day-Lewis, who is a phenomenal actor. It has Cameron Diaz, it has what's his name, Liam Neeson for a bit, and many more. Set in the post-Civil War era, I think, in New York, and Daniel Day-Lewis plays the character of Billy the Butcher, who is this gangster in New York, and he's formidable. He's so scary. He has a glass eye. There's this one scene where he's chopping. He's called the Butcher because he cuts it. Obviously, he's like a bit of a butcher at the same time. He's there eating this steak with this big knife, and he looks at someone in there mid-conversation. He taps the knife on his glass eye, and it just is so cool. Like, it's just dope, honestly. That film, it's a long film. I watched it when I was young, and I'll never forget it. Incredible. And back to TV shows. Following on from Breaking Bad, if you watch that, you need to watch Better Call Saul, because Better Call Saul is phenomenal. It turns into Breaking Bad by the end of it. At points it's even better because you've seen the characters, and then you get to see more of them, and you get to see them in these crazy, mad scenarios. And all I can say is, if you start watching it, stick with it, because it's a little bit slow in the first season, but try to enjoy it, because it's Saul Goodman trying to be a good, upstanding lawyer for the most part, and it shows how he cascades and almost deteriorates into the lawyer for criminals that we all know and love. So yeah, Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, way up there, so good. Another TV show I've watched only once when I was younger, but I really loved, was Dexter. Dexter was really cool. I could revisit that at some point. It's just there's a lot of episodes from what I remember, but that's obviously based on a guy who is a forensic specialist in like Miami or somewhere. Pardon me. And he's also a serial killer. So I'll leave it at that. But I think that's on Netflix now. Actually, it's on Netflix. So go give it a watch. And speaking of Netflix, I just went on it today. I just watched the Ungentlemanly Warfare. It's a Guy Ritchie film. It just came out with Henry Cavill and Jack Reacher. I forgot his name. That's a really good film. Watch that. It's on Amazon Prime right now. I really just watched it. Really enjoyed it. It's a good Guy Ritchie film. It has really good pacing. If you know, it doesn't lose you at any point throughout the film. It's really enjoyable. But we were scrolling through Netflix and I saw a film that I love, which is called Shot Caller. It's not a favourite film of mine, but it's a good one. And also, it stars Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, who plays Jaime Lannister in Game of Thrones, and he's one of my favourite characters in Game of Thrones. And to see him in a different film, playing the character he plays, which is a nasty man, and it's a prison film, and I've got to love me some prison films when they're done right. It's on Netflix now, UK Netflix. Go watch it if you have it. You shouldn't be disappointed. So I showed you around my room at the start of the video, and obviously you saw some Star Wars, you know, not memorabilia, but the Star Wars, you know, decoration. I really do like Star Wars. It is wicked. I Lego Star Wars growing up, which was the prequels, funny enough, which I remembered more of until I watched them when I was a little bit older. Prequels have their moments. Phantom Menace has its moments. The originals are better in terms of the Star Wars Lore, The Mandalorian, first couple seasons, really good show. It's just a bit all over the place with everyone's take, who gets to showcase Star Wars, you know, whenever they do something new. But overall, I do love Star Wars. It probably doesn't get into my top 10 though, but it has a special place in my heart. Playing Battlefront as well, my whole life. Just good fun, you know. Now then, other shows and films that I love. I've got to think about it now. I've just sort of pressed play and just sort of riffing. So yeah, Deadpool Wolverine, I just sort of loved it. The original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire are some of my favourite films as well. And I'm just thinking about superhero films. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire was insane. I loved it. I grew up with them. I think it came out in 2002, 3 and 4, something like that. And I remember just like being so young and going to watch them. Like, they were really, really cool. I really loved them. What else? I just watched for the second or third time Blade Runner with Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling's a great actor. Drive is one of my favourite films with Ryan Gosling. He probably says about 10 words in the whole film, but it is so good. The music to that film is incredible. The tone of the film is just awesome. So Drive is up there, to be fair. What else do we have? Dark Knight with Christian Bale and Heath Ledger. Great film. I do love that film. It's probably up in my top 10. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger. That was just such a good version of the Joker. And Batman with Christian Bale was just awesome. I love that too. I probably should have done a bit more research here. What else do I really enjoy? Well, I just watched the Fallout TV show as well. I really enjoyed that. I don't know if any of you have played the games before. But the Fallout games, I played New Vegas mainly, and I've played Fallout 4. But the TV show is probably one of the best, probably the best video game adaptation into a TV show. I really didn't have high hopes for it. I really didn't expect much, mainly because in recent years adaptations have been poor, apart from The Last of Us, which is one of my favourite games ever, the first one. I didn't even play the second one. The first one was just insane. It was like playing that game. I felt like I was playing a movie. Like, it was so gripping and emotional, and they did a really good job of that TV show. But Fallout recently, amazing. I loved it, and they paid homage to the game really well. Apparently, they worked with a lot of the game developers on set to make sure the props were, deserving of the TV show, and it shone. It really did. Definitely watch that. If you haven't, you will not be disappointed. Also, House of the Dragon. I just watched season 2 of that. I really enjoyed it. It kind of felt like a roadmap, a similar roadmap of the first season, in terms of we're getting ready for war again. However, there were some really cool moments, a lot of dragon moments, and who doesn't like dragons, you know? So it was badass. Now, I love my old films as well. The Sopranos TV show that just came into my head. The Sopranos. I love The Sopranos. I watched all of that. Only once, but I watched it over COVID, I think. I could watch that again, actually. Sopranos is awesome. I love my Goodfellas, Godfathers, Italian mafia stuff. Really enjoy. So yeah, there's so much more that I'm not giving you right now. But that's just a taste of, you know, what I enjoy. I think maybe down the line, you know, when I get better at editing, I can sort of do like my top 10, whatever. But I just wanted to give you guys a video, especially because someone had asked for it and I thought it was a really good idea. So thank you for that request. 96. If anyone else has any more video requests, please send them my way. I'll be happy to, you know, try them out. So, yeah. Also, thank you for the support again. I say this every video because it just keeps going. We're nearly at 300 subs as well. It's nuts. It's nuts. So thank you so much. The comments have been really nice as well. Yeah, you guys make me laugh. I did a recent video on Forza Horizon. No, what am I saying? The Crew Motorfest gameplay. I've got FIFA. I'm going to try and reinstall it and do some like a pack video as well. That is so easy to do, so I can just throw them in with my face-to-face videos. So yeah, I've got to be up early tomorrow because I'm trying to get a lot of work done early morning because I'm picking my girlfriend up. She's coming down to see me this weekend, which I'm really excited about. I've missed her. And we're going on holiday soon to Tenerife for my birthday. All credit to her. She's, well, it was a surprise, but it's not anymore. But yeah, she's amazing for that. She treats me. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'll catch up with you guys properly in another video. For now, I just wanted to talk about the things I'm watching, the things I really like, that are off the top of my head. So, sorry it wasn't a fully fleshed out video of my top 10s. I kind of find it easier to just riff and say what I love. Oh, the John Wick trilogy is awesome as well. Big up to Keanu Reeves. He does his thing with them films. Yeah, I just love movies and films, to be honest. There's not a lot that I don't really like. Even bad films I can enjoy. When I was in my final year of uni, me and my friend George, Connor, Sam, we all went through a period of watching only, what's his name? How have I forgot his name? I always forget his name, I don't know how. What is his name? Oh my god. Give me 1 second here. Oh my god, this is killing me. But we went through a period of watching this one. I can't. You're gonna be like, how have you forgot his name? Didn't want to say it. But we went through a period of watching all of his shit films, and he's done so many. He's a good actor still. I still respect him, but he's done so many bad films. We just watched them on purpose, just to have a laugh out of. Nicolas Cage, of course. The Nick Cage, that's it. One of his films is called Vampire's Kiss, and it's about this guy in Wall Street, America, who becomes a vampire, and he just did his own thing with that film, with that character. Honestly, it is just crazy. Please watch it if you can, and just think, if the film had the right budget, I feel like, and, you know, maybe more sophisticated, I don't want to say that because I don't want to shit on Nicolas Cage, but a proper idea, it could have been an insane film. Like, it's actually got the makings of a sick film. You just can't help but laugh at his performance sometimes. Respectfully. I don't want to respect the goat Nick Cage, but yeah. Anyway, I just love TV, film, media, and gaming and stuff like that. So, you know, I like a lot of things, but I guess you could say I lean more to fantasy. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you like this video. This one's nominated to 96. Thank you for the request again, and thanks for everyone's support. I love you guys, I really appreciate it, and I won't stop doing this. I want to try to be more consistent with my videos. I don't want to put pressure on myself, but you know, I do really want to carry on doing this, and yeah, I'll be making some upgrades in the near future.